Why did he fall off? Let's see why. I'm going through his Spotify real quick. I feel like it was just all like the beefs he had, because he and 6ix9ine were so huge because of their beef. But then 6ix9ine, just everyone hated him, and then Trippie, he almost like made it seem like Trippie lost the beef because 6ix9ine just kept steamrolling him while Trippie was like, I'm not gonna play your stupid games anymore. Then Trippie was beefing also with X after the Drake feature. Who else? All the Cardi fans, or not all, but a lot of them, like they start hating on Trippie because of like the multiple situations that they've been in that are like super petty, like the liked tweet or they afraid of you feature that didn't get cleared or whatever it was. So I just feel like he turns into the punching bag a lot of the times in the rap game. So that's why I feel like he doesn't get the respect, or like that's why people let him fall off. Also, as I was saying before with Yeet and Uzi, he's dropped so many fucking projects, which is good for your catalog, but like when you do that, you kind of burn out your fan base, because realistically, how many songs can one artist make that sound unique from one another before people feel like they've heard everything they can possibly hear from you, at least of high quality? Because you only have one voice, and of course you can train it, or you can do different pitches or whatever. But again, with Cardi, like he's only dropped 3 projects. So think about Trippie Redd. I don't know how many projects he's dropped, like 10. Think about how long it's going to take Cardi to drop 10 projects. 30 years, potentially 20. So he pretty much extended his career by 17 years or whatever, like 10 years plus, by just taking his time. But not everybody could do that either, because if you don't drop very often, then you're not staying relevant. So I don't know, man. It's just hard. I feel like the music game is the hardest industry to actually make it in and have a sustainable career in. That's why I'm glad I'm on the media side of things. It's way easier. Pegasus is kind of fired. I don't know about that, bro. That could be another reason why. I feel like that was the start of the perception that he was falling off. Because look, he came off Pegasus right there. Okay. What was before that? I actually did not like A Love Letter to You 4. So that might have been the start, in my opinion. Or no, it was exclamation point. Because people still liked A Love Letter to You 3. People liked A Love Letter, or Life's a Trip. People liked A Love Letter to You 2. I love that one. That was my favorite project, actually. So yeah, it was the exclamation point album. And again, as I said before, like, it's actually kind of mid, I'll be honest. But there was that They Afraid of You song that Cardi was supposed to be on, and then it got ripped off because of the, I don't know, the I heard it had to do with like Lil Boozy or something. That's some secret info for y'all though. But still, that was the start, I guess. But that was after 2 years or something. But he had some other highs. He had Trip at Night. That like revitalized his career. But he had definitely a slump with Pegasus, and then Neon Shark. Trip at Night got him back up. I liked Mansion Music, to be honest. People were hating on that. I Love It to You 5 was a slump. St. Michael was cool. Didn't St. Michael go plastic? But yeah, in general, I agree. Like, Trippie oversaturated the market. He just, that's all it is. You got to play the fine line between oversaturating and dropping enough to stay relevant. And I guess that just comes down to marketing, because nowadays everybody is low-key trying to post as often as possible, whether it be music or social media or whatever. So I think the marketing is the biggest part, other than the music, of course. But yeah, Trippie just, I mean, I'm pretty sure even he would say, yeah, like I dropped a lot of mid. Like he should not have dropped a love letter to U5. Neon Shark, I guess that was a cool little project for him, like venturing into rock, but didn't need to do that. Pegasus, Spooky Sounds Edition, what the fuck? Pegasus, he shot himself in the foot with that cover, bro. Him being all naked like Tarzan, that wasn't it. People were clowning him for that. Let's see. A love letter to you 4. He just didn't even do. He should have stopped at a love letter to you 3. He didn't need to do 4 of those. Do I think Uzi is similar in terms of being repetitive? I feel like now, yeah. I mean, that's what I've been saying for the longest, since like after Eternal Atake. I'm like, it just feels like I've already gotten a lot of good music from Uzi, and now it just sounds like the same as every other rapper because he grew up, and so he's probably not on the same like zanned out, crazy, doing shit that's super unique that nobody else is doing, because now there's already underground rappers who are doing that. It's harder when you're older and you got other shit to do, like grown-up responsibilities, family to take care of, that kind of shit. It's hard to do that while also being completely free and just doing all the drugs, having fun, and like just fucking around, punching in and freestyling in the studio. Like now I feel like when you're like 30 years old as a rapper, you're not just going to the studio or like randomly recording in a hotel room. Like you're like scheduling, okay, on the 15th we're gonna go to the studio from 9 to 5. And it's so I don't know, it's like less inspiring, it's less spontaneous. I just feel like that's where it comes from. But when Uzi tried to experiment, y'all shit on it, choose one side. Just because someone experiments with a different sound or a new sound does not mean it's gonna be good though. Like, I think that's the issue. You're saying he experimented, like he did what you asked. It's like, nah, we asked him to do something different, but like for it to sound good. Everything comes with a precedent of be good first. We don't give a fuck if you're repetitive. We don't care if you're doing something new. Just make it sound good. Pink Tape was a mess, bro. I think everyone can agree on that. Yeah, he should have definitely reworked it. Like there were definitely really good songs on there that I still go back to, but just like, what were the rock songs on there, man? It just didn't make sense at all. I understand he wants to experiment, but just post those on SoundCloud. See if the fans actually want it. Don't put millions of dollars of marketing and budget into promoting, and the videos and shit into promoting that when you're just guessing to see if they like that type of music. Like what happened? That's why we need the SoundCloud era back, or just like people got too big and then they think that they have to go platinum on every song, when in reality you can just like leak your song. We've gone over this so many times. Test everything before you actually drop it, or else it'll come out a mess like it did, and then everybody's like on your ass saying you fell off. I feel like TikTok is the new SoundCloud for testing out snippets. Yeah, and like you said, but a lot of artists don't want to hop on the platform. Facts. Like TikTok's a good testing platform to see if shit goes viral if you post snippets, but when's the last time Uzi or Trippie or anybody actually posted on TikTok with a snippet? Like they're only gonna post something on TikTok or whatever that they are actually gonna drop, because for whatever reason, I don't know why. Like go on TikTok, post once a day, 30 days straight. The fans will tell you by just the views on each snippet which ones are good or which ones are worth dropping. Yeet's bigger than Trippie now. You're low-key right though. Now peak wise, that's wrong, but yeah, their current status, Yeet is bigger than Trippie. I mean, just look at the sales. Like Trippie, Love Letter to You 5 sold like what, 32K, 34. Yeet did 56 or 6, something like that. 54, 60, 62, something like that. And then he had the top global song with Drake afterwards. He's for sure bigger. But Yeet doesn't have a diamond song. But he actually might get that with Drake. So who knows? But that's going to take some time.